Hey guys, it's Devin, and I know it's been a really long time since you've seen either me or Robin. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I wanted to do the 25 Facts About Me video. I saw Astrid from Astrid the Bookworm make this video. I think she made it a couple months ago, and I thought that would be a great way to hopefully start to get back into the video making business, I guess. Since we have a lot of new viewers since the last time that we made a video, I thought this would be a good way for those new viewers to kind of get to know me. I'm not sure when Robin's going to start making videos again. She's actually not here right now. She's in California visiting family for the holidays, and I am here alone. So I thought, why not make a video? These aren't predetermined facts about me. I'm actually just going to think I'm just going to start thinking of stuff, and yeah, so here we go. I am 24 years old. I just turned 24 in November, and I am having a hard time with that. I feel old, and I think part of it has to do with the fact that I haven't finished school yet. I'm actually not even in school right now. Hopefully that'll change come fall. I have always wanted to do something in the medical field. When I was younger, was be a doctor, but then I grew up and realized that I didn't really want to be a doctor. It's a whole lot of school, and I just wasn't for me. So I decided that I want to be a nurse, and I've wanted to be a nurse for as long as I can remember, and I just need to get on that. I think what I want to do is work in the labor and delivery field of nursing. That's what I think I want to do. Something with babies. I know I want to work with babies, whether it's labor and delivery or NICU or maybe becoming a midwife. I don't really know, but something to do with that. I am a very obsessive person, as many of the booktubers are, considering that they have so many books and they love books so much. But I am like an overall really obsessive person. I either love something or I'm kind of indifferent towards it. I've had a lot of obsessions through my life. Disney, as Frozen, I saw that 5 times in 1 week whenever it first came out, and I have all of the music, and I got Robin this art book that had to do with it, and yeah, when we still lived in California, Robin and I, probably within a 3-year span, went to Disneyland about 12 times, and although we live in California, we lived about 6 hours away from Disneyland, so we would make that drive like 3 times a year, 4 times a year, and yeah, worth every penny, let me tell you. Other obsessions include Harry Potter, obviously. I mean, I have a quaffle, I have a pygmy puff, I have a wand, scarves, I have everything. And another one, a few years back, Twilight was a big one. Robin shares all of these same obsessions with me, which is nice because I found someone who is as crazy as I am. It got to the point where we went to like conventions, multiple conventions for Twilight. I don't regret that, and I'm not embarrassed about it because it was actually a lot of fun getting to meet other fans and meet the actors and all of that kind of stuff. And if I find pictures anywhere of those conventions, I'll insert them here, but I think I left most of them in California, so I don't know if I have any of them. I am from California. Originally, I was born and raised there, and I lived there all my life apart from 5 months whenever I lived with Robin in Washington, and I really liked Washington, but financially it wasn't working out, so we had to move back home, and so we lived there up until July of this year when we moved to Indiana, and I love it here as well. I have a hard time picking favorites, like favorite books, favorite movies, favorite songs. There are just too many for me to choose, so like if someone asks me, I have to like throw out like 3 or 4, sometimes 5 different answers because I can't choose between them. My favorite TV show of all time is Gilmore Girls. I love Gilmore Girls. I am obsessed, and I watch the whole season at least 2 or 3 times a year. There will be months on end where I just repeat seasons over and over and over again, like the entire series, just 1 through 7, back to back. I tend to do that a lot with movies. I've been watching Hunger Games over and over for like 2 weeks now. I don't know what's wrong with me. I am the middle child of 2 brothers. I'm actually the only girl in my dad's side of the family for like 100 years or something like that. My dad has 1 brother, and my dad's brother has a son. My dad's dad had 1 brother, and it just goes on and on. There were no girls born until me. I'm really, really bad at cooking. Like, it's basically ridiculous how bad I am at cooking. I burn basically everything. Like, I have a set amount of things that I know how to make successfully, and that's basically all I can make, because otherwise I'm just wasting ingredients. So I don't cook very often. I have 2 dogs, a Yorkie named Mimi and an English Bulldog named Mojo, and they're both back in California with my parents, and I miss them. And I am a complete animal lover, so I wish I had them here, but we're not allowed to have animals in the apartment, or I would have gotten a cat by now. I also have a cat named Seamus Finnegan, but I just call him Finn, and I'll put a picture in. He's the best cat I've ever had in my life, and he's so weird. Like, he loves snuggling. It's beyond strange for a cat. I like to draw and I like to paint, but I don't do it very often because I'm not very confident with my skills. But I think I'm decent, and I wish that I did it more often, but I am not patient enough for it. My favorite season is autumn, followed closely by winter, and I don't like summer. It's just too hot. I am not a person who likes the heat. I would much rather be too cold than too hot. I have this on and off obsession with the Sims games, really just the Sims 3, and I used to play that for months on end. I haven't played it in a really long time, but yeah, I just would basically make a family and make a house and have them have a bunch of kids so I could name them all, and that's the end of the game. And I just do that over and over again. And yeah, I don't know why. I hate scary movies and scary books and basically anything scary because I'm a wimp and things scare me really, really, really easily. The Saw movies don't freak me out, but The Ring I can't watch. I am not into scary things. You will never ever find me in a haunted house in my entire life. You will not, and you will never be able to get me one either. I've never really gotten on the whole Twitter bandwagon. I do have a Twitter, like a personal one, and we have one for this channel, and I've had a personal one for a really long time, like years, but I never use it because I don't get it. Like, I have no one to talk to, and like or I'm sure I do, but it's like, why do they care? I don't know. I seem to rate books very generously. Like, I was going through my Goodreads yesterday, and there are very few books that I've rated under 3 stars. I don't know why that is, but I just, for the most part, a book is a book to me, and I appreciate a book, and so really I will give it a 3 stars if it was like okay, like it was fine. There have only been a handful of books that I really did not like. But yeah, I generally enjoy most of the books that I read, and I'm not sure why that is, but it's how it goes. Growing up, my favorite subjects in school, or I guess subjects, were math and science, but more of like the biological sciences. I didn't really enjoy English. I don't really enjoy writing essays. I don't like required reading. But I do really enjoy math. I like that it's basically predictable. Like, you have this and this and you get one answer, and those are the right answers. And I like that about math. Growing up, I was not a big reader at all. I've always loved the concept of reading, and I've always wanted to pick out books when my mom went to Barnes & Noble or we went to the library, but I just never read the books that I picked out or that I bought. Up until, I read Harry Potter, and I read probably about 10 books, like legitimately 10 books, from elementary school through high school that I actually enjoyed, that I read all the way through, because for the most part I did not read all the way through the I can never say required reading books that you were supposed to read. I just never did that. And then I read Twilight in like 2008, and that kind of sparked the whole thing, and then I've been reading a lot ever since. I'm the kind of person that when I have to go to work that day, it doesn't even matter what time that day. Like if I have to go to work, like today, I have to go to work at 5:15, which gives me basically the whole morning to do whatever I want. I don't want to do anything. Like, it's almost like I just want to mope the whole day because I end up having to go to work anyway. Like, I feel like it's a waste of a day, even though I'm going and I'm making money. I don't know. I am like a ridiculously lazy person. Okay, so that was my 25 facts about me video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it got really weird and random and ranty. I don't know. Rambly, not ranty. But I just thought that I would help you know me a little bit better. So that was that. If you guys want to do it, you can. I mean, I don't know if it's a tag or anything. I wasn't tagged by anybody, but yeah, it's fun to do. And it's always nice to know people better than you did before. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope to see you again sometime hope to see you guys relatively soon and not, 2 or 3 months later. But what are you gonna do? Bye. I just said that, like, who says that? Bye. I don't even know. There's somebody who says it like that. It's gonna drive me insane.